So Williamson County numbers just dropped nearly 10%. Average prices dropped about $130,000, and yet homes are selling faster. So let's break down the latest Williamson County numbers and what they mean for you if you're buying, selling, or just keeping an eye on your home. Hi, I'm Dane Sacree with Sacree Estates here at Keller Williams Realty, and each month I dig into the numbers so that you can know as a buyer, seller, keeping your eye on it to know what's coming, what's happened, and how to make sure that you're planning and preparing to do the best that you possibly can in each circumstance. So when looking at the numbers, the first thing that pops out is the inventory. The number of homes increased from 1,264 homes to 1,386 homes. That's almost a 10% increase in just 1 month. So if you're a buyer, you're probably thinking, ooh, this may mean more options, less competition. But here's where this gets interesting. New listings actually fell from 833 homes to 679 homes. So inventory isn't growing because a ton of homes are flooding the market. It seems to be growing because homes may be taking longer to move through the process. Now, if buyers were disappearing, we would expect our closing number to fall. Instead, we saw closings increase from 399 to 437. Again, nearly a 10% increase, similar to what we saw in the inventory. So despite the mortgage rates, the economic uncertainty, and growing inventory supply, we still see buyers be active in the market. It seems that Williamson County is still attracting buyers to the market. Another thing that's pretty interesting is the days on market. So for those who don't know, days on market is the number of days a home is on the market before it goes under contract. So in April, that was 34 days. In May, that dropped to 29 days. Which suggests that a home will move quickly when it is priced well and presented well to the market. Now let's talk about prices, the reason everyone's here. The median sale price in April was just over 1.1 million. In May, again, it's just over 1.1 million. So despite what's kind of happening in the news nationally, Williamson County seems to be remaining fairly stable. Now, the average sales price did drop from 1.48 million to 1.35 million. But that number's tricky because it can be heavily influenced by luxury sales. So really it may suggest that there was fewer luxury sales in the month of May. And that's why I tend to pay more attention to the median price, especially because it has remained so consistent. And the final number that I pay attention to is months of supply. So months of supply is basically if we stop putting homes on the market, how many months till all the homes would sell. April, I came at 4.06. May, I came in at 4.02. Pretty close in number. And what we see traditionally is a more balanced market sit between that 4 to 6 months of supply, which suggests that's exactly where Williamson County is right now. So I've had to summarize this in one clean statement. More choices for buyers, stable prices for sellers, and a market that seems to be becoming more balanced. We're no longer seeing that extreme seller's market we saw a couple of years ago, but we're also not seeing numbers suggest a major comeback on the other side. Instead, we're actually seeing something that represents a healthy, sustainable real estate market. So if you're a buyer, what does this mean? 1, seems like there's more options for you to choose from. 2, maybe growing in some negotiation power. With that increase in inventory, months of supply being at 4 months, there might be some growing negotiation power in the market. Don't really expect massive savings, and know that homes priced well and presented well are still moving quickly. For sellers, pricing matters more than ever. It'll just show the buyers homes that are priced well, presented well, seem to be moving slightly faster in the month of May. Your competition is increasing. As we saw that increase in inventory by about 10%, that means there's more homes for buyers to choose from, so it's important to make your home stand out. And buyers are still out there. Buyer activity is still there, homes are still selling. Summarize that, buyers, more home choices, a little bit more negotiation power, but homes priced well are still moving quickly. Sellers, buyers are still buying, but with that increase in competition on the market, pricing, presentation, and how you stand out is essential. So if you would like a personalized breakdown of what's happening in your neighborhood, in your county, or in your area of the world, reach out. Or you're ready to buy or sell, feel free to reach out. I'd love to connect. I'd love to help make that plan, and I help to connect the numbers to your specific goals. And if you're thinking about moving to Middle Tennessee, please subscribe, like these videos, because we go over things like communities, costs, lifestyle, market trends, and all the things that will help make your move easier. Until next time, see you then.